I want to ask you about this bill being proposed by Leader Thune that would pay essential employees during the shutdown. It would not pay all furloughed workers, which is something that Democrats have pushed for. Where do you stand on Thune's bill?
Well, first of all, I can tell you this is a fully Republican shutdown. As you said, and even Leader Thune says this, it's Trump's call. Trump can stop this at any moment by bringing us to the table and having a discussion. In fact, Speaker Johnson in the House, God knows when they'll come back to work. They've barely been here since August. He's fully capitulated to Donald Trump. And Thune is again kind of saying, well, we're going to leave it to the president. Thune needs to bring us together. We can open the government now by opening up conversations about getting people's health care coverage that they can afford. All people deserve to get paid, not just the ones that Trump likes versus the one he doesn't like. And I want to talk about the clip you just showed. All of those Republicans coming out of the White House, while people are worrying, not getting a paycheck, grocery prices going up, health care going through the roof, they're celebrating the big, beautiful ballroom. So they're over there in some gold-plated lunch, while people are suffering, prices are going up, and they're not doing a damn thing. Oh, and maybe they signed the check for Kristi Noem's two airplanes that she doesn't need. She come fly Southwest with me. I'll even take the middle seat. The pretzels are fantastic. They're made in Nevada.
I may have to fact check you on the pretzels. I haven't tried them myself. Senator, I'm curious.
They are.
I'm curious to get your thoughts on the president talking for years about his desire to repeal and replace Obamacare. It is something that he has tried unsuccessfully to do in the past. Don't you think it's going to be an uphill battle to get him to extend subsidies for it, given that it is a piece of legislation that he is pretty consistently against?
Well, what I want to say is this. When I'm about to quote Marjorie Taylor Greene and say that she's absolutely correct, when she saw her kids' insurance premiums going up by double, and she said this isn't sustainable, and reasonable, responsible people everywhere have to get together to fix this, you know that the tide has shifted. Over the course of so many years, more and more people get insurance coverage, whether they use the tax credits or not. We've changed so many things. You can't be kicked off for pre-existing conditions and the like. You can't just rip health care away from people. It is the number one thing people call into my office about. And so people are worried. They're going to, I live in Las Vegas, right outside Las Vegas, and we like to say we love when people come and roll the dice, but nobody should be rolling the dice to not get their health care. Literally, I've had people say, I'll just roll the dice and hope I don't get sick. That's not the kind of rolling the dice we want. And so, to be clear, President Trump, with Leader Thune, Speaker Johnson, all the other Republicans have to come to their senses, because I can't imagine that their constituents in their states have any less worries or anxieties about their health care than the folks in Nevada. So I know my why. Everyone's asking me to please help them get insurance coverage. That's all they're asking. I want insurance coverage. I want to go to the doctor and get my medicine. People are going to die if they don't.
The argument from Republicans has been that that's a conversation that can be had after the government is reopened. It seems like you don't have faith in those assurances. I also wonder what you make of their argument that these are COVID-era subsidies that are going to expire, and that because of a lifted cap on income during COVID, these subsidies have disproportionately helped wealthy people and not those who need it most. What's your response?
Well, I can tell you that has any cost come down since COVID? Has insurance premiums come down since COVID? Has the price of anything come down since Donald Trump's been the president? No. And so my faith in Republicans is low. Why? Because in March, we kept the government open, hoping to have these conversations, understanding that November 1st, just a couple weeks away, everyone's going to have to make one of the most important decisions they can make for themselves and their family. What kind of insurance, if any, can they afford or do they get? And what choices will they have to make? And so again, I'm focused on the kitchen table. Every important thing in people's lives happens at the kitchen table. From the morning breakfast every day with your family to all the joys, all the parties, also those tough conversations about what bills you pay and what bills you won't, what you'll give up and what you'll take care of. And so it is important when it comes to people's health that we make sure that they can afford that. This is why we want a conversation. They've had 6 months to discuss it with us. No news that this was coming. They haven't chosen to do that. Our faith is a little bit low right now. They invite us into Thune's office, a group of us. We can put some issues on the table. They put theirs, we put ours. I bet we can come to agreement on quite a few things to get the government open and get some health care back in people's pockets.
Nevada Senator Jackie Rosen, thank you so much for sharing your time and perspective. We look forward to the next round of conversation.
Thank you for having me.